Okay, we were left off last night. I only had 2 strands of the safety orange. We now have 4 strands all along the front side. Gives it a pretty cool look. Got a little tough in trying to weave it in there just 'cause things were getting tight. You see it's a 3/4 offset. I don't know, kind of gives a good look. Ended up being a little further down than I wanted, but now that everything's in place, it's not going anywhere. So the only accessory I've got on it right now is gonna be a water bottle carrier. It's got a plain snap carabiner with a ring that fits around the top of the water bottle or what have you. So it's kind of handy to have. So with that being said, not sure what else I'm going to do to it other than putting the lanyard on. Still got to work on that. So okay, ready to start working on our lanyard now. I'm going to show you real quick one of the ways I do this. I'm going to cut off our slack ends here. You don't want to cut it all the way down because you want to have something there to melt. You see how it works there? You can come a little closer. And the standard way of doing it is just to get it to where it's melted a little bit, and then so you swoosh it down with your lighter, make it nice and flat. If you do this, it makes a little bit of a ball, and once it cools, it's not going to pull through the rest of the braid. Now I know that that won't pull through the braid. So that's for trimming up your ends. Now, as for making a little loop on the end that you can run another line through or what have you, just another way of attaching your lanyard. Peel back that outer sheath, cut out the insides. On one side you only want to go down just a little bit. On the other side you want to go down as far as you can. That'll be the female end. Now the inner cordage goes all the way down to here. Melt this up, kind of make it pointed. See, that's what you're looking for there. And if you heat up this portion here, not enough to burn it, just to stiffens it up a little bit. You just run it in there as far as you can. So it's coming to about right there. And you do this, keep your lighter moving pretty quick, because if you stay in one spot too long, you're gonna really burn it and discolor it. It might take you a couple times of doing it. And you will end up burning your fingers a little bit, but so that is what it looks like. Ends up being a pretty decent seam, and you probably won't end up seeing it once you run a braid off of your stick, or however you decide to attach this to your stick. This will probably end up getting covered up, so that it'll just hang like this, and we'll descend to the other side. So, all right, on to the next step. Okay, so our next step, we've gotten the lanyard done. What I did was, instead of making a secondary knot up here to anchor my lanyard to, I went ahead and drilled a hole. It's a little more traditional style or method. Using my fid, did loops around my lanyard loops, and then went through the hole, went around a couple times, went back through it, once more, came back through, and finished off with these spirals here. Ending off by tying a simple overhand knot and melting the end into a ball. Got a little bit darker than I wanted it to, but at least now I know that it will not pull back through that knot. And here you can see the other side. So this is a very, very simple method of wrapping. Again, just a straight wrap with orange laced through it using a fid, just up one side, down the next. The lanyard is a 2-color snake weave with orange weaved throughout the length. And as I showed you earlier on how to do the loops, again, this is a very simple way to do a wrap. You want to wrap a stick, axe handle, whatever you have. You can even do it on a flashlight on a much smaller scale. Just very simple, very easy to do. It gives it just a little bit of flair. So there is our lanyard and hand wrap. So feel free to post any comments, questions. I'll do my best to answer them. And thank you for watching.